One staple, whenever we're working on neck rehab or neck strength, performance, whatever, is to really focus on the deep neck flexor muscle group. So it's a group of muscles deep into the front of the neck. What their job is to retract the head, so pull it back while creating a little bit of that chin tuck. Baseline ways to check the function of this on a patient or client, really, I just have them lay on their back. And then the first thing I want them to be able to do is, can they get out of this extended position and actually just tuck the head down? So I'll tell people, like, try to get the back of your neck to hit the ground. That's not going to happen, but that's just a cue that can help them visualize what we want them to do. You'll find a lot of people struggle with just that motion in general because either they don't know how to use the muscles in the front, or they're weak, or there's just a lot of tension or restriction back through here that's not letting that motion occur. Once they can do that, then the job is to actually lift the head. So I want to tuck the chin, and I'm going to lift the back of my head off the ground, if like an inch or two, and then drop it back down. So what I look for out of that with people is, are they going to do this? This is the easy way. This is using more of your SCM rather than the deep neck flexors. So once somebody does that, and I see that, and you can see the muscle popping out big time there, then I'll say, I'll kind of cue them in a way. I'll say, hey, no, like, tuck the chin. I just want the back of the head to lift off the ground, like that. It's more of like a swinging door action where the fixed point is actually your chin. So if they can't do that and they're still struggling, then we know we got to work with it. Another way to evaluate the deep neck flexors is the deep neck flexor endurance test. So, to put it simply, all you do is basically what we just did, but we're going to hold it for time. Or I go to here, I'm going to lift about an inch off the table or the ground. And really what we want to see, according to some of the research, is that men hold that about 39 seconds and females about 29 seconds. So that's another way to look at it. And the patient or the client fails when they're here, and then you start to see this drifting of the chin, or simply they can't hold their head anymore, they got to drop it. One thing that I find, so again, a lot of people struggle with this for obvious reasons with society and technology and everything else that we do, that simply maybe they can tuck the chin, but there's no way that they're going to lift the head without really just feeding into the SCM activity there. What I'll do is I'll use something, so I have a half cut foam roller here, or you can just get a stack of books. So I'm going to prop the head up. I envision it's like I'm already getting the motion, like the position going. It's like rolling the ball down the hill. So then we just kind of let everything else fall into place there. Here, all the same rules apply, but now instead of from the floor, I'm just lifting from here. And I think it's a little bit easier. When doing this type of exercise, you really want to feel this under the chin, like through here. If you're feeling a ton of tension through here, probably out of position, or we're not tucking the chin enough. I will work on these personally, probably not as much as I should, but every day, just if you can get a few reps in, just kind of lift, hold for maybe 5 to 10 seconds, take a break, repeat, I don't know, 5 times. The amount of sets and reps is not as important. Get a feel for what it's like to really pack the chin, engage these muscles, so that when you're lifting or running or doing other activities, you're going to be familiar with how to get your head in a good position. So in summary, we have simple deep neck flexor. We can assess it just by the ability of them. Can they even tuck the chin? And then can they lift the back of the head off without jutting or massive activity in the SCM? We can check their endurance, try to hold for about anywhere between 29 to 39 seconds, depending on male or female. And then if they're really still struggling, and we're going to really try to work this on our back, then I just prop the head up, get the ball rolling, tuck, lift, and hold.